We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:35 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 300% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support and breaking through key levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our NVIDIA bot. Our NVIDIA bot sent out a bear indicator at 10 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness down 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from white with red borders to bright with green bars, back down to white with red borders. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we have the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, back under a bear indicator here within the volatility, right? We had our first bull indicator pop up since the bear indicator up here at 552 at the 516 level. It's been zigzagging here and hitting a resistance towards 530. Couldn't break through it. Rejected right off of it, which we've talked about in the last video, and it rejected it yesterday and today. And now there's a bear indicator here dominating over this chart, sitting at the 527 level, where it popped up, and a full transition from the rip area of bright green bars to the dip area, as I call it, on 42 vision. We have hit here white with red borders. It's going to be crucial to watch if support is found and inflows can pick back up, or will these outflows continue, right? Which we're going to pull up in just a moment. Now, it isn't only the SPY under a bear indicator. You also have the QQQ here at the 444 level. You have Tesla here at 198. And you have Apple, even though it pushed up in the first half of the day, back under a bear indicator here, dominating over this chart at the 30-minute of the 209 level. Now, you could see Netflix with a bear indicator as well, right? Popping up at 623. So multiple stocks here in the overall markets under bear indicators on the 30 minutes, and I will be watching them closely as some of them have hit white with red borders and some of them are still sitting at red bars. So there's even a possibility to go even further to complete a possible full transition on 42 vision. Now, here we are with the 1 hour canceling out that bull indicator from yesterday at the 520 level with a bear indicator popping up at 525. I will be watching here very closely as a full transition has not happened. The last piece missing to complete it is wire with red borders if this weakness were to continue to the downside. Now, when we zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here a full transition from bright green bars to wire with red borders all day, right? A bull indicator at the open from 520 hitting up here 531, and then a bear indicator quickly popping up at the 529 level and dominating all day. Now we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflows, and I'm going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, with inflows trying to support and stay above the midpoint in the first half of the day and dominate, and quickly outflows started to begin and they dominated for the rest of the day. They're still dominating here in the after hours, even though it's green. It's sitting at negative 8.6. It hit lows here of negative 11, so definitely something to not ignore, but inflows are trying to come back up. To justify any move to the upside, it's going to need to cross that midpoint and reflect that strength into the charts with a possible bull indicator. Right now it's under a bear indicator and outflows are dominating here on the 30-minute. Now, in the bigger picture of the 1 hour, same thing. Those inflows were finding to come back up. They hit highs here of 4.7. It hit a full transition from the dip area to the rip area of bright green bars in the last 3 days, and quickly it has come back down to red bars and outflows dominating, sitting at negative 10.5 on the 1 hour chart. It's going to be crucial here for this to level off and try coming back up to justify any move to the upside. If not, we can continue to retest key support levels. Now, when we look at the 15-minute in the volatility, you could see that same process here. Those inflows fighting at the open to push up. That's how we pushed up from 528 to 531. And then once those outflows crossed over, it broke through the support of 528, and then it went ahead and accelerated down towards the levels where it's at now, sitting in the after hours at the 514 to 515 level. Now, inflows are trying to pick back up here, but they need to cross the midpoint. It is still dominating with outflows of negative 3.7, and if this continues lower, it could continue to reflect that weakness into these charts, possibly roll it over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, and the first support I'll be watching is 512. Then below that is 508, a crucial level where things bounced up on Monday before hitting and retesting the 520 level. So that's the support that was crucial there. If that gets broken through and these outflows continue on the 30-minute and roll over into the 1 hour, below that I'll be watching 505 and then 500. Now, if these inflows could start to pick up again here on the 15-minute, it could start to justify any move back up to the upside, and I'll be watching if it rolls that strength over into the 30-minute and 1 hour as they're trying to push upwards. And the first resistance is 520. Then above that is 524. And then I'll be watching the 528 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. And the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're fighting to stay above at these levels, but they're still below the midpoint, right? And they're trying to head towards the 15-minute on the midpoint. It's really close, sitting at negative 3.7. I'll be watching if that can cross over to possibly start reflecting strength into these charts. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.